Hi guys, so today I want to do my first haul video. I have been saving up a lot of products that I've been buying over the last month, I would say, online at Sephora, random locations. So I'm really excited to show you guys some of this stuff. Some of it's still in package, some of it I have actually opened and used, so I can give you a little bit of feedback on how much I like it. But why don't we just jump in. I'm actually going to start with hair because those products always feel a little bit random. The first thing that I have in my shopping bags are the Living Proof full conditioner and shampoo. I actually started using the conditioner first because I use all of their styling products and I love them. And then I decided it just makes sense to start using the shampoo with it because they tend to work best if you use them in tandem. And I really, really love them. So the conditioner does leave your hair feeling silky when you get out of the shower, but it's not like gonna make your hair feel flat and heavy. And I only tend to put it on, like I would say, the middle of the shaft of the hair and to the end of the roots, and not put it on end of the roots, the end of the tips where your hair tends to get frayed, and not on the roots themselves because that makes me get oily, and I tend to only wash my hair once every 5 days because it's fine textured, and so I want volume out of my hair, and the best way to do that is to let it get a little bit dirty and work with dry shampoo. So overall, the full conditioner and shampoo duo from Living Proof has done wonders for me. I actually also use their full styling cream, which I put in my hair when it's wet before I blow dry it, and that also I find to be really effective. So the full line from Living Proof overall, but in my shopping bag this haul was the shampoo and conditioner. The next item is actually something I've never used before, and I'm really excited to try it. This is the Bumble and Bumble Thickening Dry Spun Finish. So it's a dry spray. I wouldn't call it a hairspray. It doesn't necessarily have holding power, but if when your hair is down, especially after you've just styled it, if you want to just kind of pull your hair away from the scalp and spray it into the roots and in kind of the middle of the body, it'll give it a bit of lift and life and shape that it wouldn't normally have. I haven't really used this enough to know if it has lasting power. So if you do put it in and you're getting that little boost of volume, does it last all day? Does it carry over into the next day? That's something I'm not sure about, but I will report back. But for now, this is a product I'm really excited to try, and more to come on this. Okay, now we can jump into actual makeup products. So let's start with skincare. So I have a couple items. These are not new to me. These are items I use all the time, and I am planning to do a skincare video for anyone who's interested in my skincare routine. But the dominant brand that I use in all my skincare products is really hard to see. I can already see that it's the light is kind of blasting out the label, but the brand is called Ren, R-E-N. It's all clean, bioactive skincare. The thing about this line of products isn't what's in it, it's what's not in it that's most important. It's free of parabens, glycols, artificial dyes, fragrances, anything petroleum based. This is really clean skincare. It's out of Europe. They have a great line of masks, of cleansers, of moisturizers, anti-aging products. This is really great for mature skin. So I love this entire line, but this particular product is the Ultra Moisture Day Cream. So as many of you know, I live in New York City. It's extremely cold and dry here right now, all winter in fact, and so moisture is critical. And this is the only heavy moisturizer that I've used that actually prevents dryness and flaking of the skin. My skin tends to be combination to dry, so I need a heavy moisturizer. This is not oily. This absorbs instantly. It leaves you a nice dewy finish on the skin. It's not tightening, and it's natural. It's truly natural. So I highly recommend the Ultra Moisture Day Cream from Ren. And then the other skincare item, which I always mix in with my foundation, with my moisturizer every morning, and also with my night cream every night, is the Josie Maran Argan Oil. This is the light one because sometimes I find the regular argan oil is a little bit heavy. So the light 3 drops I mix in with my night cream, and 3 drops in the morning I mix in with that Ultra Moisture Day Cream, and it does wonders. It just makes it go on really smooth and gives that extra boost of hydration, and actually really sets your face well for primer and foundation makeup wise. So the Josie Maran Argan Oil. Okay, let's talk about primers next. So I have 2 primers. One is new to me. One was just me picking up another of something that I love. Let's start with that one first. The Cover FX Illuminating Primer. This is my 3rd tube of this. This stuff is great. This is an everyday primer. This is great for all kinds of skin. It's not super pearlescent or shiny in terms of its luminosity, but it does give just a really subtle glow. It comes in a tube kind of like this, and it lasts me a good amount of time. I use this on a lot of clients, so I actually needed this to refill my pro kit, not my personal kit, because I recently did a huge job of about 30 girls for an event, and I use this on almost every single one of them. So Illuminating Primer from Cover FX is a must-have in my opinion. I recommend it. They have other primers. They have a hydrating primer, a smoothing primer too, I believe. I haven't tried them personally because this is the best one for my skin, but I highly recommend trying anything from Cover FX. They're a really great line. The second primer in my shopping bag from Sephora hauls is one that I actually used in my most recent Valentine's Day video, and I really love it. It's the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer, which I think everyone has been talking about lately. I splurged. I would normally not spend almost $50 on a primer. I think that that's crazy, but this sounds crazy. The packaging matches my decor around my vanity, okay? It looks pretty. And it is a great product inside. Super hydrating, so if you have oily skin, I might not recommend this for you. It kind of comes out like a milky moisturizer. It's white, it's opaque, and when you put it on, it feels like you're using a moisturizer. It does leave a slightly tacky, dewy finish to the skin, which is actually perfect for when you put your foundation on, so I understand why so many people are raving about this in terms of putting it under their makeup. It hasn't proven to have like crazy staying power compared to an average primer, but it feels so beautiful when you put it on, and it has such great hydration properties that this for the winter, especially if you're in a dry climate, is a winner. And the packaging is beautiful, so that's a win too. Next up is foundation. I only have one foundation in my shopping bag right now because some of my ride or dies, like the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick and the Too Faced Born This Way, those I am all set with right now, but I really wanted to try this foundation. So I'm not someone who tends to change foundation at on a whim. I really think that finding a foundation is a very intimate choice. When you find one that you love with your skin, or a couple that work for you throughout the seasons, you tend to stick with them. But I had to try this one. So this is the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Soft Luminous Foundation. I got mine in the color Butterscotch. I actually found it very difficult to match my skin color. They have such a range of colors at Sephora available in this product, but somehow I found most of them to either skew way too warm or way too pink. So much too yellow or much too pink. And I have fairly neutral skin. If I skew anything, it's a little bit to the yellow, golden, warm side. But I didn't find a lot of shades in this line that were in the middle. If you have pink toned skin, this line is your godsend. They have so many beautiful pink toned colors, and I think that foundation tends to skew yellow in most brands. So if you're struggling and you tend to put on your foundation, you're like, gosh, I look like it doesn't match my neck. It's the right shade, but it's not the right tone. It looks yellow and the rest of me looks red. Try this. Try finding your color in this. So I'm really excited to try this. Candle Glow is just, it sounds sexy. It sounds soft. It sounds like it'll have a great luminosity to it. So I will report back and hopefully use this in an upcoming video. Up with concealer. I have 2 concealers in my, well, 3, but 2 brands of concealer in my bag. The first is just refills, but these are the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealers. These are my absolute favorites. I use them in every video that I've put on my channel so far. So if you've been watching me, you know that I love these. I use various shades. So I have one that matches my skin tone. I have one that's much lighter that I use for under the eyes and highlighting. And then I have one that's kind of in between. So depending how tan I am, I know I can find one that works. Little secret, and this will come out in a video that I do soon. Day to day going to the office, I do a full face of like natural looking makeup, but I actually don't wear foundation every day. I just use concealer, and by using the blend of multiple shades, I actually can do my whole face with just concealer without using foundation, and it feels much lighter on the skin, and it saves you time. The other concealer in my bag is the new Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer, and I'm very excited to try this. It comes in kind of a little tube, so you have to apply it with some like a brush or a beauty blender or something. It doesn't have a wand or anything like that, which can get a little sloppy, so I don't know how I feel about the packaging and the dispersal of the product, but this is shade Y23. I'm planning to use this as a lighter than my skin tone shade under the eyes because it's supposed to be such full coverage and not crease that I think for under the eye areas where I'll probably try it first before I splurge on having multiple shades in my vanity. But I am excited to try it. You know, I love their Ultra HD foundation, and Makeup Forever is known for being like a makeup artist pro best friend. And their formulas tend to be really beautiful. So I'm looking forward to trying it, but more to come. Verdict is out. Next product in my haul is also from CoverFX, but it's their illuminating powder in the shade Light, which is basically their translucent powder. I would very much compare this to the Laura Mercier translucent powder, which everyone is really, really hot on. But I prefer CoverFX because they use, there's a few ingredients they don't use in their products, which makes, I would not call it natural, but it certainly makes it less harmful than some other cosmetic products out there, and I overall just like supporting the CoverFX brand, so that's why I use this one. I also have their medium shade, which is like tan skin tinted powder. In the summer when you're tan and you don't want to necessarily wear a full face of makeup, that stuff is great. But this is their light powder, and you'll definitely see me use this in tutorials. It's great for baking, and because it's illuminating, it doesn't have sparkle in it, but just the slightest bit of luminosity. So when you put it on, you don't look like matted out cake face. It has like a subtle glow underneath that still gives you some life, even though you've like set your entire face with powder. So CoverFX illuminating powder in the shade Light, and this was actually because I had gone through so much of it on my clients recently that I needed to refill my pro kit. So that is why this is in my bag. Next up are two color correctors. I've been raving about these in all my videos recently from Becca, but these are two of her new targeted color correcting backlight concealers. I think that's the full name. She's got some long names for her products, let me tell you, but she can get away with it because her products are amazing. The backlight targeted color corrector. So the peach one is in the shade Peach. There's one that's darker than this. It's like a more vibrant red. It's called Papaya. If you are dark skinned, Black, African American, darker Indian skin, you want to look at the Papaya one. That will be the best for your skin tone, but Peach would be for anyone with a Caucasian complexion to fair. So this is great for under the eyes. It can cover any dark spots if you have any severe sun damage or splotches on your face. The Peach will counteract any darkness. And then this is the Pistachio shade, which is their green tinted shade. This will counteract any redness in the skin. So I use this all over the face. You guys have probably seen it in my videos. But green is a must-have in my opinion. If you ever have a blemish, if you have any broken veins, definitely gonna need a green shade. These are really beautiful. They're super smooth and blendable, which is another reason that I love them. And because they come in this packaging and they're so pigmented from Becca, a little bit goes a long way. She also has a lavender one, which purple will counteract anything that's dull. So if you're working with mature skin and there's any kind of like hollows in the skin or areas that just feel a little bit more dull and are lacking, pigmentation and that youthful glow, you can use the lavender shade over those areas and it'll help kind of bring it to life underneath the foundation. Next item in my haul is from Smashbox, and I love my Hourglass Arch Brow Definer. It's my day-to-day, always going to use it, angled brow pencil. But Smashbox came out with this nifty little guy that I had to try, and it has a similar angled tip in terms of like its shape and its structure, which I really liked. It has a variation of colors, and this one felt like it would still work with my blondish hair. But the other thing that's interesting is on the other side of this to-go brow tech, it has brow setting gel. So I'm really excited to take this on a trip with me and see how I feel about just having this one product. Typically I use a brow pencil and then a separate tinted brow setting product from Benefit called Gimme Brow. So it's always nice when you travel to have to take as little with you as possible. I'm actually thinking about doing a video about how to travel conveniently when you're trying to be, on your normal cosmetics game. Like, I still want to look fierce, and I don't like leaving all my stuff at home, but I don't want to carry, 15 pounds of makeup with me through TSA. Not fun. So we're always looking for ways to kind of bring what we need with us and be efficient. So I'm very interested to see if I like this, because this is one less product that I would have to take with me, and I could kind of just leave it in my travel bags and not have to unpack it when I come home. It's just like, I know that's my travel brow stuff and I don't have to think about it. It's there when you gotta go. So I will let you know about this. All right, next item in my bag. This is not new news. I totally cheated. I've been using it over and over and over again, but it's still a new product in the sense that I only got it in the last couple weeks, so it counts as part of the haul. Urban Decay's Gwen Stefani blush palette. Oh my God. I did not feel the need to buy the eyeshadow palette. It had a lot of neutrals and I feel like I have so many that it felt redundant, but this blush palette, you guys, it's so beautiful. Like, I don't even know how to help you understand how beautiful these shades are. You have everything from baby pink to mulberry to a highlight to like neutrals to warm tones. This is a blush palette that you could buy and not have to buy another blush if you really didn't want to, because this covers all bases. Very pigmented. You don't need a lot on the brush. Some are more matte, some are more shimmer. It's just really, really versatile. Love this palette. So excited that I bought it, and I highly recommend to anyone in the market for not wanting to have multiple individual blushes, but just kind of have it all in one place. Urban Decay Gwen Stefani. Check it out. Okay, eye products. So I also have used this recently in a video, just the one time, but I wanted to talk about it because I think it's a newer product on the market too. Like, I know Urban Decay has had their 24/7 eye pencils out for a long time, and they have them in a million shades, but this is, you can see it on the package, this is the waterline specific pencil. They only have these in so many shades. I think there's like a blue, like a green, a brown, a black, maybe a purple. And these are really waterproof and meant to go on the inner rim and, poke myself in the eye. That kind of waterline rim all the way around the eye and not budge. When I put this on my hand in the store, I had to go to brunch afterwards with this huge line across my hand and a huge red splotch around it because I had tried to scrub it off with makeup remover and alcohol in Sephora. Could not get it off. So I feel pretty confident that if you're looking for something that's not going to move on your eyes, that you can't cry off, that you can't tear off, that you can't rub off, it's this, because I tried to get it off and I couldn't. So this is an exciting product. I don't know that it's an everyday wear. It's more of like a smoky eye, I'm going out all night kind of thing, but it's good to have in your arsenal if that's a look that you ever tend to do. Okay, I think every one of those products up until now has been from Sephora on one trip or another. This is something I had to buy exclusively online. This is from Esqido, and this is a pair of their absolutely gorgeous lashes. I tend to have a lot of affordable lashes and a few pairs of really gorgeous handcrafted expensive lashes. It seems crazy to spend $40 on a pair of lashes made from individually sewn in mink hairs. I mean, seriously, that's like a first world thing that we probably don't need in our lives. But they're so beautiful and fluffy and natural looking when you put them on that as a special treat, it's just a great feeling to like have them in your collection for that special occasion or that night out where you really want to have a little extra sparkle on your look. So this is called Black Magic. Oh, it's gonna be really hard for you guys to see these in this lighting. I'll try to land it on the perfect light. Either way, so these are fluffy, they're crisscross style. So the lashes crisscross from the band, which kind of gives that extra voom on the lash look when you apply them. And they're not super dense. So this is not as dense as like a House of Lashes iconic lash. It's a little bit more delicate than that, and the ends are very wispy. So they don't necessarily go in like a straight line. They kind of like curl on the ends a little bit. They're very romantic. So I'm excited to have these in my collection because I don't have anything quite like this. This is Esqido Black Magic. And I really wanted to try their lash glue. I use the House of Lashes lash glue, and it's incredible. It sticks. It's not harmful to your natural lashes, at least not in my experience so far. My eyes are not sensitive to the glue from House of Lashes, so I really like it. And they have a clear version and they have a black version, which is really versatile. But the Esqido Companion Lash Glue is something I've been meaning to try for quite some time. So I finally just bit the bullet because I was buying those lashes and ordered it. So I haven't tried it yet. I haven't even taken it out of the packaging. Ooh, the packaging is beautiful. Do you see the rose gold? That's speaking to me right there. This is like really beautiful, but long-lasting bond. So I will let you know if I like this better than the House of Lashes. It's gonna be a tough act to follow, but if I do like it, I will certainly report back, and I may be a convert. We shall see. Okay, before I get into lips, I want to talk about brushes. So I just posted this recently on Instagram. If you're looking to follow me on Instagram, by the way, it's Crystal, Crystal 3412. But I just posted this. I got my first shipment from Morphe for the Morphe Brush Club. I'm a huge Morphe brush fan. Morphe and Sigma are kind of my go-tos for all my brushes. I have a few randoms from other brands and a few from the Sephora Pro line, a couple from MAC, but for the most part, it's Morphe and Sigma, and all of my pro brushes I use on my clients are Morphe. So this is not endorsed or anything. I'm literally just sharing this because I just got my first shipment. So I signed up for the Morphe monthly brush club because who doesn't want fresh new brushes that they wouldn't think to buy on their own, like just shipped to their door. It's a great way to build up a collection if you're just starting out and you're not sure what to buy. Like little by little, you'll kind of get a great range and arsenal of face brushes, eye brushes, special technique brushes, because they give you a mix every month. So for $20 a month, they'll send you at least $30 worth of Morphe brushes. So it's a really great deal. They're making the profit in volume of automatic shipments, and you get the savings because you're a regularly billed customer. Anyway, so the first brush is the M495. So this is a really heavy duo colored fan brush. I don't know how often I would necessarily use this brush. It feels more appropriate for like body highlighting and stuff, like the clavicle, your décolleté area. I will let you know if I find a use for this brush that I can't live without, but at the very least, it's very soft, very fluffy, very dense. So that's kind of the first of it came with 7 brushes this month. This is the M334, so it's a kind of angled, super soft, fluffy brush. I could see this being like an interesting choice for highlighting. Like I haven't used it for that. I haven't used any of these yet, but I'm interested to kind of see. It could be also like a really large, like if you're doing just a base light color for your eyes, I could see this being maybe used for that, although the bristles are a little bit big. So this is a fairly versatile brush. I kind of want to play with it and see how I feel. It's also a really precise contour brush if you were doing something really targeted. Next brush is just an angled definer brush. So this is really good standard to have in your arsenal. This would be great for like doing like a gel liner or something like that. Then we have the M218. This is a really fluffy, long bristled brush. Oh my God, all of Morphe's brushes are so soft. It's like incredible. But I could see this being like a really fluffy eye brush if you're doing like an all over color. So I will let you know how I plan to use this brush, but I can tell you that the bristles are so baby soft that I kind of just want to rub it all over my face. Next is the M335. So this is a narrow. You can see that it's narrow, but it's wide. It's kind of flat and short, dense bristles. So I am definitely going to use this brush. I'm really excited about it actually for when I do contouring of my nose. You guys have probably seen I use a Morphe brush now for contouring my nose. It's a pointed precision contour brush, but this I could see like really being efficient in terms of buffing out all of the contour on the sides of the nose really efficiently because it has that shape. So I'm excited to use this. Next in the shipment was the M224. So this is just a flat eye brush. You can see how narrow it is. I'm gonna put it in a part of my face where you can actually see, and then it's like super flat and kind of rounded. So this would be great on the lids, like applying any sort of like a glitter product. I'm definitely gonna try and see how that applies with this. But I don't have anything flat that has this much surface area currently in my personal collection, so I'm looking forward to playing around with this brush. And then the last brush in the shipment is the M169. This is kind of a fat pencil brush. It's a little bit fluffier than your average pencil brush. The bristles are a little bit longer than the one I have now. So this would definitely be for like blending out. I could see this getting precise, like in the outer corner, making like a V with shadow, kind of digging into the crease, even maybe blending out the lower lash line, although I have a fear that the bristles might be a little bit too long for the lower lash line. But I will play with it, and I will certainly use it in a video coming up if I am digging it. So that was the shipment from Morphe's monthly brush club this month. And like I said, you can get new brushes every single month. And I got all of this for $19. Like, kind of hard to go wrong. It's a great program. It's also it's a collaboration between Morphe Brush and Live Glam. I'm embarrassed that I don't know if it's Live Glam or Live Glam, but they're the partner company that's fulfilling this program with Morphe. So, you know, if you see it, Morphe redirecting you to a site that's based around Live Glam, that's why they're partnering together to fulfill this monthly program. I have like, the end of my haul is definitely lip products, and I have a quadrillion of them, so bear with me. The first two are the Tarteiste lip paints that just came out. These look like they're the same color on camera, but they're definitely not in person. This is Adorbs. This is that hot pink that I just wore in my girly Valentine's Day video. You already know that I love this. We don't need to say anything more about it. The other color that I haven't tried yet, I haven't even swatched it on my hand, is this color right here. It's looking more pink on camera than it looks in person. It's actually kind of a bubblegum Barbie color. It's called So Fetch. I referenced it as coral in my Valentine's Day video, but I'm actually looking at it more closely now. It's actually not as coral as I thought. Let me see if I can do a... Oh, you know, on the skin it does look kind of coral. So yeah, it's looking way more fuchsia on camera than it looks in person, so I apologize. I have to check my lighting, make sure my colors are coming through clearly for you guys. It's like kind of a corally bubblegum Barbie pink, so not as like electric bright pink as the Adorbs, but I'm excited to wear both. I might be buying more of these. Like I said in my Valentine's Day video, my take on these so far is that they're a really unusual formula for a liquid lipstick. They go on a little bit finicky. You have to be very precise when you apply them, and they stay wet. So they don't look shiny like a gloss. They don't even look quite as shiny as some lipsticks, but they don't dry matte like a lot of liquid lipsticks that like seal to your lips. So you either have to be okay with them like kissing off and rubbing off and staying wet, which is kind of nice because some people don't like the super matte dry feel of a lot of liquid lipsticks. It's like uncomfortable and they can like flake. These aren't gonna flake because they stay, you know, wet on your lips. But they will kiss off and stuff. So if you're concerned with that, you could try like a mattifying drying lip product over it. I'm really interested to try the Smashbox Instamatte product that just came out. I actually just ordered a sample from my latest Sephora order, which is not part of this haul, shocking. So I'm excited to try that there, and if I love that, I'm gonna go pick up the full size because that will be bomb over this product. If you're hearing sirens right now, it's because I live in New York City and there's like an emergency every 30 seconds in this town. So that was the fire truck leaving from the fire station next door to my apartment. Yeah, you can imagine I sleep really, really well. Okay, next lip products are also from Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani's collaboration. I bought 2 duos of liner and lipstick. So the liners and lipstick pairs that I bought are Firebird, which are this electric color right here, and Ex-Girlfriend, which is perfect nude. This is the most perfect nude I've ever worn. I'm obsessed with it. It is creamy. It has a little bit of pink undertone, but it is so nude. But you can tell that you're wearing lipstick. You can tell that you're wearing a color, but it doesn't look over the top. It doesn't look too brown. It doesn't look too pink. For me, at least, Ex-Girlfriend from this line is the perfect nude. And this Firebird color is bomb. It's so unusual. Like, I'll show you the two. This is Ex-Girlfriend. It looks, see, everything's looking more pink on camera than it really looks, but I will swatch them next to each other because hopefully that'll give you a sense of how different they are. So Ex-Girlfriend has a lot of sheer to it, but because you're putting such a pigmented liner under it, when you wear the lipstick, it actually doesn't look sheer. And then Firebird is like this fuchsia with little flecks of glimmer in it. So this is Ex-Girlfriend, and then that's over there, that's Firebird. They're so gorgeous and they're buttery and smooth. So I'm in love with both of them. I have to say Firebird's unlike any other color that I own. It's definitely like a bold, I'm making a statement color, but I love that. I love pink girly, like vibrant lipsticks, and I love wearing purples. All right, last bit of my haul. I mean, we're not gonna finish without a bang here. ColourPop Cosmetics, lippy sticks, and liners. So I love this brand, and this is not the first batch of products I've bought from them, but I recently like had a total binge and just decided to buy, you know, everything that they had. So not literally everything they had, but a lot. So I'm gonna start with the liners because I didn't necessarily buy all the same liners as the lipsticks, because the lippy sticks, because the liners, honestly, like if you don't know about ColourPop Cosmetics, you need to get up to speed real quick. All their liners are $5 a piece. All their lippy sticks are $5 a piece. And they're so high quality and they have so many shades. Like, I can't even stress to you how many shades they have on their website. It's actually overwhelming when you go to browse and shop. So I had about maybe 4 or 5 of them already in both the liners and the lippy sticks, and I went and got a whole bunch more. The liners are so pigmented and buttery, you can wear them by themselves. You could wear them and just throw a little gloss over it. You don't have to pair it with the lippy stick. That's really just for staying power, and that's kind of your call. So I got a bunch of liners that I don't have the lippy sticks for, that I just wanted to be able to wear by themselves. So you can kind of see the range of colors here that I got. I'm sorry, my flash seems to be like blowing out some of these shades, but we have, you know, nudes like BFF, a couple pinks like Westie and Pony here. These are kind of like, they're both baby pinks. One's a little bit deeper than the other. We've got some richer pinks. This is Gossip and I Heart This. Not I Heart This like heart spelled out, like I Heart This. It's cute. So some more vibrant pinks. We have, oh, my favorite color from ColourPop was actually a lippy stick I had bought previously. It's called Wifey. If you like MAC Candy Yum Yum, which is the most perfect, bright, vibrant electric pink that's ever been made, Wifey is that color, but not matte. It doesn't dry out your lips. It lasts all night. It's like buttery and smooth and has just that little bit of satin like finish to it. Wifey is my color, man. I'm gonna use it in a tutorial coming up because it's literally my signature. Anyway, I got the Wifey pencil because I really wanted to be able to wear that underneath the color and make sure it's not bleeding anywhere, you know, into the fine lines around the mouth. What else do we have here? We've got Brink, which is kind of a darker mauve, and Bound, which these two are similar, but they have a slight difference in tonality. Brink is a little darker and more brown, whereas Bound is a little bit more mauvey and pink. Let's see, we've got Fancy, which is a very corally summer color. So I have the lippy stick for this, and I'm excited to have the liner to go with it this summer. And then Flawless, very deep, rich purple. I will show you the lippy stick I plan to wear it with. It's not the same color, but they're complementary. And then finally, this is Tootsie. This is a great kind of nude, dark, brownish color. I would say this is great for like a Kylie-inspired lip, like a Kylie Jenner-inspired lip. Tootsie. And you could wear it by itself, like I said, or you could build it up with any lipstick that fits in like that Kylie tone family. So for the actual lippy sticks, I bought fewer of them because I wanted the liners to make my collection more versatile. But I got Topanga. Who doesn't love the name of that? Topanga. They say that once you try this, you'll love this color as much as What's-His-Face loves Topanga in the show. So I just fell in love with it the minute I saw that. Pony, which is a baby pink. I'm all about pink, like enough said. Obviously, when I see a pink, I have to buy one. Bound, which is a great like pink mauvey nude. My favorite mauvey nude from ColourPop is definitely Lumiere, which is one of their most popular colors. But this one's a little bit less purple toned underneath, so I was excited to try that one. And then we've got some bold colors. So I've got Bear Hug, but Bear is spelled B-E-H-R, and it's a vibrant red. Like, this is cherry red. This is not like a deep seductive red. This is like a bold in your face. I want to make sure you know I'm wearing red lipstick red. So Fire Engine. We're going with Fire Engine with Bear Hug. And then we've got two more dark purpley toned. This one here is Silk. This is kind of like some of MAC's darker lipsticks. Like, it's not as red as like Dark Room, or no, not Dark Room, Dark Side, but it's kind of that consistency in terms of a really dark statement lip. So this is an evening wear in my opinion. And then finally we have Bougie. I wore Bougie in a recent Instagram post, and people were like asking me all over the place where I got this color. My favorite thing about Bougie is that it has like a purple, obviously bright purple exterior, but within it, if you're up close with someone, you can see it has like a light blue iridescence in it. So it's definitely like a bold, look at this, I'm like covered in swatch mess all over me. It's on my legs, oh my God, I'm a mess. But Bougie is just such a fun color. If you're all about the bold like color statements, I highly recommend this one. It's $5. You can pair it with that Flawless pencil that I showed before. So these are not necessarily the same color, but Flawless is such a rich, vibrant royal purple that it plays off of it really well. And then Bougie adds that extra sparkle and interesting iridescence that you don't get from the pencil. So Bougie from ColourPop. I'm very excited that I picked this up. All right, last piece of my haul, because I spent so much money at Sephora, they wanted to give me a nice gift to thank me for giving them like such a huge part of my paycheck. And this is what I got. It's about right. It's about right. Anyway, I don't know if they're still running this promotion. It's a cute little bag. They're actually really good quality. They're like heavy duty canvas, but this is just truth right here. Like, it's true. When I make a makeup bag to take with me somewhere, out of everything in my bag, it's probably the most important thing. Like, take my phone, all my shit's in the cloud, but do not take my makeup bag, because that I have to repurchase. Is that sad? I think it's just true. Anyway, that completes my haul. It's a lot of stuff. Thank you for sticking with it. If any of these products I mentioned I hadn't tried yet and you're interested, just keep watching. I'm sure I'll mention it in a video. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.